The Red Wings hit the ground running with a 2-1 overtime win over the Ottawa Senators. John Gibson stood tall and Dylan Larkin scored both goals to take the team to a much-needed win. It was also announced that Detroit made a serious offer to bring Tyler Myers in as Yzerman continues to work behind the scenes. There's no guarantee that the Red Wings can land Myers, but there's been plenty of buzz about it. This is your 7-Minute Wings. Welcome back to the Red Wings Report with Strings and Pucks. This is Jeremy Laura. Please click the like button, and if you haven't yet, please click subscribe. Head over to hockeyhotstove.com. I write the Red Wings column. There's news and information about all the teams in the league. I'm going to apologize about the audio. My rig is a little different this morning. Basically, I've been set up on some stairs getting this recorded with my little USB mic, so hopefully it comes through okay, but if it sounds a little weird today, just know I'm basically sitting on some basement stairs getting this done. So first up, I want to talk about the rumor. I did not know when I did the episode yesterday that Myers was sitting out because of an offer that Detroit had made, and it's got the big defenseman contemplating waiving his no-move clause. The problem with this is that the rumors are kind of scattered. There was one write-up that said Myers and his team have selected Detroit as the destination. Others are saying Detroit's made the offer and Vancouver's waiting to see if Myers will accept the deal. Basically, it sounds like Detroit's made the best deal so far, and Myers has to agree to it. The only thing everyone agrees on is that Detroit seems to be serious about this one. Myers is currently averaging over 20 minutes a night. It'll be interesting to see if Yzerman pulls this off. And honestly, I'm really curious to see what the offer was like. I'm just wondering what it was that put Detroit at the front of the line in this deal. Now, we know this is at least the third conversation they've had with Vancouver. They were in on Quinn Hughes. They've been negotiating about Elias Pettersson, and now this. So Yzerman obviously has a pretty good idea of what Vancouver was looking for in any deal. We'll see what comes up, but I do want to hear from you guys on this one. Were you surprised, and do you think they'll get this one done? And how do you feel about possibly bringing Myers in? So in last night's game, John Gibson stops 26 of 27 shots, a .963 save percentage, and he ends up with the number 1 star, and rightfully. Larkin got the game's 3rd star, with Tkachuk having the number 2 slot. Detroit has now won the first 3 of 4 games against Ottawa this year, and 2 of them went into overtime. At this point, they've already won the season series with 1 game left to play, and that's really impressive. And honestly, John Gibson's been such a difference maker. Ottawa came out strong again in the first period. He only surrenders 1 goal, which was a crazy good rebound shot from Tkachuk. Acquiring Gibson this past summer has had such a major impact, and this season's series kind of encompasses it. Detroit was able to withstand the storm from Ottawa. Gibson gave them more than just a chance to win, and so far they've won the first 3 games in this series, which is just fantastic for this divisional matchup. Rasmussen thought he'd open the scoring, but an offsides review pulls the goal back. Disappointing, but again, Gibson managed to hold the team in even after Tkachuk opened the scoring. Larkin would go on and score the next 2 goals of the game. Just kind of ironically, it was an Olympic affair as the Team USA teammates accounted for both goals scored. And for Larkin, Raymond and Seider assisted on the first goal and Raymond assisted on the second goal. Seider was on the ice for the overtime tally, he just didn't get his stick on the puck for that one. This was a snapshot of the core that needs to lead Detroit to the playoffs. 3 Olympians and a goalie that Yzerman brought in last summer. This win was massive for the team. It's difficult to say enough about Lucas Raymond. That assist in overtime was artful. He just led Larkin with the puck, shoots it out in front of him. The captain skates into it, goes 5-hole with a backhand. Just this perfect stretch play. Yzerman's first 2 first-round picks for Detroit were on the ice and leading the team. Larkin, now just 2 goals shy of a 5th straight 30-goal season, breaks Sergei Fedorov's overtime goal-scoring records with this. Again, sometimes it feels like Larkin doesn't get near the credit he deserves for what he's accomplished with the organization. Another big point in this game, Simon Edvinsson makes his return, and he certainly made himself known. This season we've seen Edvinsson grab the mantle as the number 2 defenseman, and he seems to have gained a quiet maturity and intensity. He grabbed a major penalty in a sequence that saw him knock Tkachuk to the ice and answer the bell in a fight with Dylan Cousins. I understand him getting the penalty, the puck was nowhere around Tkachuk, but honestly, part of me was glad to see Edvinsson engaged. He's got to control it, but that physical spark is something the team needs to see more of. Even Gibson got in on the physical play, grabbing a matching minor for taking down Grieg after a bump in the crease. Gibson carried this team through stretches absolutely. He's a major difference maker and easily Yzerman's biggest move heading into the season. But seeing him engage physically like this, the entire team is buying into something right now, and the energy is incredible. Well, this win moves Detroit back into second place, leapfrogging over Montreal, who lost their game in overtime, but they still have a game in hand. This was a big 2 points with Carolina up next. Detroit has a tough schedule, and this start after the return from the Olympics was a welcome one. This was your 7-Minute Wings.